I once heard a strange and unsettling story about two friends in a quiet cafe. Their names were Tom and Jake, and on the surface, they looked like any two people enjoying a normal afternoon together. But nothing about that afternoon was normal. It was late in the day, just before sunset. The cafe was warm and softly lit, with golden light coming through the windows. A few customers sat alone, reading or working quietly. The sound of spoons touching cups and low conversations filled the air. Tom and Jake were sitting at a small table near the window. Tom looked relaxed. He leaned back in his chair, occasionally smiling as he spoke. Jake, however, seemed different. He nodded and responded, but his eyes moved often toward the door, the counter, and sometimes toward Tom's cup. "Are you okay?" Tom asked at one point. Jake forced a smile. "Yeah, just tired, that's all." A few minutes later, a waiter approached their table carrying a tray with 2 cups of fresh coffee. "2 coffees," he said politely, placing 1 cup in front of Tom and the other in front of Jake. "Thanks," Tom said. Jake only nodded. For a brief moment, everything seemed perfectly ordinary. Tom picked up his cup. The coffee smelled fresh and strong. He brought it closer, took a small sip, and immediately stopped. His eyebrows came together. He looked down at the cup again, then touched it. "This is strange," Tom said slowly. Jake looked at him. "What?" "My coffee," Tom said. "It's cold." Jake blinked. "Cold? That's impossible. It just got here." Tom shook his head. "No, I'm serious. Try it." Jake leaned forward but didn't touch the cup. "Maybe the waiter made a mistake," he said quickly. "Maybe it's been sitting there for a while." "But he just brought it," Tom replied, confused. Jake shrugged. "Then something's wrong in the kitchen." At a nearby table, a man sat quietly with a cup of tea. He had been there for some time, observing the room without drawing attention to himself. His name was Inspector Ray. He had noticed Jake's restless behavior even before the coffee arrived. Now, hearing the conversation, he stood up and walked over. "Excuse me," he said calmly. "I couldn't help overhearing. May I check the coffee?" Tom looked relieved. "Yes, please. Something isn't right." Inspector Ray gently placed his fingers on the cup in front of Tom. His expression changed almost instantly. The coffee wasn't just a little cold. It was completely cold. Not the kind of cold from sitting for a minute or two, but the kind that had been left untouched for a long time. That detail alone was enough to make him suspicious. He then touched Jake's cup. Warm, fresh, exactly what it should be. The inspector said nothing for a moment. Instead, he slowly sat down at their table. Tom watched him anxiously. "What do you think?" Inspector Ray didn't answer immediately. He picked up Tom's cup and turned it slightly. "There's a small mark here," he said. Tom leaned in. "Oh, I didn't see that before." Then the inspector picked up Jake's cup. "This one," he continued, "is perfectly clean. No marks. It looks newer." Jake shifted in his seat. "It's just a cup," he said. "That doesn't mean anything." Inspector Ray looked at him. "On the contrary," he said quietly, "it means everything." The atmosphere at the table began to change. Tom looked from one cup to the other, trying to understand. "I don't get it," he said. "What are you saying?" The inspector placed both cups back on the table, side by side. "These cups were switched," he said. Tom's eyes widened. "Switched?" "Yes," the inspector replied. The cold coffee did not come from the kitchen just now. It was already here. Tom slowly turned toward Jake. Jake didn't move. "That's not possible," Jake said, but his voice was weaker now. Inspector Ray leaned forward slightly. "When the waiter arrived," he said, "he placed 2 fresh cups here. But before Tom drank from his, someone changed them." Tom's voice trembled. "Jake?" Jake still didn't respond. The inspector continued, his eyes fixed on him. "You said it was impossible for the coffee to be cold," he said. "But how could you be so sure?" Jake swallowed. "Anyone would think that," he replied. Inspector Ray shook his head slowly. "No," he said, "not anyone. Only someone who already knew the coffee had just arrived, and which cup was which." Silence fell over the table. Tom felt his heart beating faster. "Jake," he said again, this time more quietly. The inspector added one final detail. "When I stood up," he said, "I saw your hand move quickly away from the cups." Jake closed his eyes. "That was your mistake." For a long moment, no one spoke. Then Jake let out a slow, heavy breath. "I didn't think anyone would notice," he said. Tom pushed his chair back slightly. "Notice what? What did you do?" Jake opened his eyes and looked at the cold cup. "That coffee," he said slowly, "was never meant for you." Tom felt a sudden chill. "What are you talking about?" Jake's voice became unsteady. I put something in it," he said. Inspector Ray's expression hardened. "What did you put in the coffee?" Jake hesitated. Then, in a quiet voice, he said, "Poison." The word seemed to freeze the air around them. Tom stood up immediately, his chair scraping loudly against the floor. "You tried to poison me?" he said, his voice shaking. Jake shook his head quickly. "No," he said, "not you." Tom stared at him, confused and afraid. "Then who?" Jake looked down. "Myself." Everything went silent again. "I couldn't do it," Jake continued. "I brought the cup with me. I was going to drink it here, quietly. No one would know." His hands trembled. "But when the waiter brought fresh coffee, I panicked," he said. "I didn't want anyone to see that I already had a cup, so I switched them." Tom felt like he couldn't breathe. "So, if I didn't notice," he said slowly, "I would have drunk it." Jake didn't answer. He didn't need to. Inspector Ray stood up. "That one small mistake," he said, looking at Jake, "saved a life and exposed the truth." He turned to the waiter and called for help. Around them, the quiet café was no longer peaceful. People were watching now, whispering. Tom looked at the cold cup one last time. A simple cup of coffee, something so ordinary, and yet it had almost become something deadly, all because of a secret and one moment of hesitation.